I'm Paul. I was the head of PE at Flintmore School. I was a firebrand, and when appointed, I felt totally motivated to change around the fortunes of a failing PE department. I was in line for a senior team promotion due to my success with this. I had recently got married, and we were very much in love. I went out with my best mate for a couple of beers because it was the night before my daughter's christening, and he was godparent. A few beers were sunk. It was an innocuous thing. It was dark when we came out of the pub. I stepped out onto the road and I didn't even feel the impact. Everything just went instantly blank. My mate and two off-duty paramedics checked for my breathing and pulse, but couldn't find either. They managed to get my heart going and I was breathing again after about 4 or 5 minutes. This all happened on the roadside. If those paramedics had not been there, I don't think I would be here now. I went into intensive care in a coma. I didn't know what the hell was going on. When I came round and started to build up a little bit of stamina, I had the meeting with the specialists. It were a tiny room in the hospital where you were always delivered bad news. I was in a wheelchair with my wife and mother sat either side of me. The specialists looked at me and said, "It's very unlikely you are going to walk again." And I just thought, fuck. I tell the old joke, I wanted to just storm out in disgust. While I was in the high dependency unit, I thought about my role within PE and was visited by the head teacher. He assured me that there would be a job for me when I returned. But I learned while in rehab that another head of PE had been appointed. That were a bit strange, but I was so grateful to him for assuring me of a job. I was on the inside looking out. Not just a quick glance, I looked longingly from my history class window onto sports field and saw all of the PE going on. I am a history teacher now. I am just a normal classroom teacher now. PE just carries that extra bit of prestige and importance. I would say that as I am biased. It's just, I always thought of PE as the best in terms of relationships with the students and after-school activities. Being the head of PE is a very special position to be in. I am sure that if I'd stood my ground and said, no, I want to teach PE still, they would have let me. But I am grateful and feel very privileged to be working at all, as many people in wheelchairs don't. By moving away from the head of PE role over to history, I took a pay cut. It was not something I thought of at the time. I was on death's door and I had a young family to support. It wasn't too long that my marriage ended. It was the old adage that I wasn't the man that she had met. We were very much in love, but we grew apart. It does happen a lot, as I know people with spinal injuries whose marriage ended because it's just different for partners, innit? But the head of PE and fully mobile man died, and I am now reborn. I still get the looks from students that I don't teach when they see me down the corridor. It's a novelty to them. After all, I am the only wheelchair teacher in the school, so I am this other guy. They'll look at me as if to say, "Oh my God, that's quite strange," but I am very open about my disability. I tell them my story, and then I am just an ordinary teacher to them. I think it is good that these kids see the disability in me. They know that it exists, but it's not stopping me from doing my job. I am the head of 6th at the school and coming into my 25th year of teaching in a wheelchair. Nevertheless, my motivations for teaching haven't changed since before my accident and after the accident. It's all about the pupils. All of the other stuff is by the by. It's brilliant to see them achieving.